guys, welcome back to Go with Clinton. So in this video, we're working on the episode 3 of the Django book website. But before I proceed, I would like to say thank you for your support on the previous episodes. Thank you for the likes, thank you for the comments, thank you for the views, thank you to the subscribers that subscribe newly to my channel. Thank you to everybody that have been, I want to say thank you to everybody that has been in support, that has always been there to view my videos, to comment, to like. Thank you to everybody. Thank you so much. So in this video, I'll be working on the detail page of the journal and also on the detail page of the book itself. For example, you can see the detail page of fiction, detail page of self-help genre. We can see them. So work on the detail page of the genre and also the detail page of each book. If I click on to book, you can see similar books to read. Work on this particular page. You can also go back and check on this. You can check out Alex Ferguson's book. You can also see similar books under Alex Ferguson. So we'll be working on the detail page of the genre and also on the detail page of the books. The source code is now available. Check the description of this video for the source code of the website. The source code, the Django source code, the templates, HTML templates, they're all on GitHub right now. So check for it now in the description of this video. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, from the previous episodes, we've been able to come this far on the book website with Django. So in this episode, we're going to work on the detail page of the book and also on the detail page of the journal. So we're going to start now with we're going to go down to the text editor to get started with this. Okay, so get down to the views.py. We're going to get down to our views.py and create a function for the detail page of the journal and also for the detail page of the book. So click on the views.py file. Just coming up. Okay, here's a views.py file. So I'm going to simply say I'm going to create a function. I'm going to say def general. It could be called anything. You could say def general detail. Give it an argument request. I'm going to simply return a template, return render requests. Let's say general detail.html, the templates. I'm gonna pass in our context. Yep. So after I've done this, yes, now so we're gonna pick up the object itself. So we want to work. We are working the general model. So we need to import the general model to the views.py. So from here, we're gonna say from .models import book. So we're gonna also import general. But let's see what it is called in the models.py. So let's check for it. What is being called in models.py. We need to check what it's being called. So it's not called gem, it's called category. So go into views.py and say category. So I'm gonna call this category detail, not general. Category. It could be called any name, but I prefer to call it category. So I'm gonna say, for me, I'm gonna say category should be equal to category, the category object on the models.py dot object dot get. So from the previous one we got, then we said books.object.all, but now we want to get each category, we want to get them individually. We're not getting them as a group, we're getting them individually. So I'm going to get them by their slugs individually. So if you check on the model, I created a slug field, so I'm going to get each category by their slug. I'm going to say, so now I'm going to say category should be equal to category.object.get slug. This slug refers to the property in the models.py. The slug we have there. But if I proceed, I also need to put in an extra argument in this function. I could simply call it slug also. But this, I said category should be equal to category.object.get slug equal slug. This what I gave here could be called anything. I could call it anything. I just give it slug. This first slug we have here is a property, is the attributes we have in the models of Spy. These attributes. That's the first slug we have over here. Why this second slug here refers to this argument we have here. Okay, so after I've done this, so we're able to do this now. So we're gonna go down to the HTML, to the templates, and finish up with the codes. So we're gonna get down to we're gonna create a new file, a new template called general detail. We'll say general detail HTML. So it's created. So I'm going to copy the source code, the HTML template source code. I have it somewhere. So I'm going to copy from there. Okay, I'm going to say general detail. Okay, yeah, it is. Just Control A, Control C. Come over here and paste. Yeah, so we have the source code over here. Okay, before I proceed with the template, I need to create a URL for the category function. I need to create a URL for this function, and you see I need to also put this in the context in the dictionary. So let's say category, let's say, yeah, refer to category. Yeah, so I've done that now. So I also need to create a URL for this particular view function. Go down to URL.py. So create another URL mapping and simply say paths. We're gonna call this general slash, gonna say slug. Yeah, slug. So we're gonna say views dot function views dot category detail. I'm gonna give it a name, a dynamic URL. Name should be equal to, just say category. Or could simply say category detail. So after I've done this now, I'm gonna make sure. So let me explain this particular. So I need to explain this particular line now. So first, like get to a particular genre. We need to get to this URL. I'm gonna say from what we have here, from what we have on the browser, we're gonna say book/genre/fiction, book/genre/biography. So let me explain that from here. So this genre, this is going to be genre slash the name of the genre, name of the category, going to be genre slash fiction. Understand? So this slug I have here is what I have in my views.py up here as the arguments here. You understand? This particular slug is what I have in my urls.py as this. So this could be, I could simply change this to string. Maybe I want to convert my slug to a string rather than using slug itself to different, so it could not be confused. I could just simply say string. This helps to convert this slug here to a string. You understand? So we've done this now. So we need to go down to the base.html, which is this here, where we declared the general. If you can find it, okay, you can see there. You can see it's over here. You can see it here. So now we're gonna put in this dynamic URL, here, category detail. This dynamic URLs to make things easy. We could have used this, but this is not the best. Using this is just whereby you are coding the URL, but Django provides us with dynamic URL mapping. So we just copy this category detail, Control C, come down to the base of HTML. You can see this is the general, the category source code, HTML source code over here. So we're gonna put that dynamic URL inside this href attributes. So we're gonna put it's gonna be inside curly braces, 2% sign, which you're gonna say URL, and inside single brace paste the category detail. So we've pasted it over, so it's now pasted here. So we're gonna say slash. We're gonna say slash category.slug, not slash, rather we just put space, category.slug, which refers to the slug of a particular category. So just save your work now. So I'm gonna go down to our general detail.html. For now, I'm gonna comment this out and simply put category.slug to see if it works. So save. So come down to the browser. So refresh the page. It's refreshing. Okay, now the page has reloaded. So click on self-help. You can see we have self-help on the page. You can see on the detail page of self-help. You can see from the URL it says general/self-help. So go back, click on biography. You can see we see general/biography, and it shows biography on the page. This biography we have on the page as a result of what I did here in the templates in the general detail.html. You can see I had to do category.slug. Category.slug. I'm wondering where the category came from. The category came from the views.by. You can see from here what I have in the context. The category is from the views.by here, and it was passed down to this general detail.html, which is what we have here. You can see we are working with we are now working with a particular general. So now we'll be able to do this now. So I'm going to remove this and use the main templates. The main template. So now what I'm going to do is this. So I'm going to say for someone to get the particular books under I want to get the books under a particular category. So I'm going to loop through the books in a particular category. So I'm going to say for category, you could give this any name you like, any name you want. I'm going to say for category in category. So this could be given any name. So I will just say for book. Let me just say for book in category. So this category I'm calling is from the view.spy, which is this category over here. So say for book in category. I'm gonna say for book in category dot books. So you might be wondering where I got this dot books from. So from the models.by, you watch well under the book model. We have this category attribute that refers to this category model. Understand? So we gave inside the category attribute there's an argument over here called related name equal to books. What this does is that it enables this category model here to assess the attributes of this book. For example, if you want to assess the attributes, if you want to assess the book attribute, this book model attribute, you could assess this attribute from this category model with the help of these books, with the help of this related name argument we have here. Understand? So I said here for book in category dot books dot all. Understand? Dot all. So I'll simply end my for. It should be ended under here n4. You'll say n4. So I'll simply say book for book in category the books dot all. I'll simply say put this, say book dots. So this book we have here, first this book from here, I'm gonna say book from the models, I'll say book dots cover image dot URL, book dots cover image, book dots cover image dot URL. So save, and I just hope there won't be any error. So refresh the page. Okay, perfect. It's working so fine. Okay, it's working. There are no errors attached to it. Thank God for that. Okay, so we've been able to like fetch these books. So said, for example, I should have added a parenthesis, but since we're working on the templates, we don't need to add parenthesis. But when we're on the views.py, we will have added parenthesis at the end of the dot all. Understand? See now the HTML is not looking beautiful because we've not inherited from the base.html. So let's go inherit from it. So we just come over here and simply say extend base.html, extend base.html. So we're gonna say block contents, block contents, and end block at the bottom. So it helps to replace this particular page with the block content we have on the base.html. I'm gonna say end block. Okay, save now, and before I call it, you need to copy the block title. So let me just copy from here on the all.book. So just copy this block title. Come to C, come down to Django DetailView and paste this. So I'm gonna say book sites, general books. So save, and let's see how it looks like now. So refresh the page. Okay, so it's looking good. Let's click on biography, self-help, fiction, okay, coding. We don't have any book yet on coding, business. Okay, we have some books on business, stock. Let's see, just a book on stock. Okay, now we're able to build the data page of the genre. So let's work on the data page of the book. You understand? So we need to work on the data page of the book. So the data page is gonna be separate. It's gonna be similar to the category detail function, the book detail page function. Gonna be similar to the category detail page function. So let's do that right now. So I'm gonna say def. I'm gonna say book detail. I'm gonna say request. I'm also gonna give it a slug. You could call this slug any name you like. Okay, now we're gonna pick each book through their slug. So you're gonna say book should be equal to books dot objects dot get slug. This first slug, particular slug here refers to the slug in the refers to the slug we have in the models.py. Let me show you where it is in the models.py. The slug I'm talking about, you can see under the book model we have the slug attribute, which is this. So this slug here refers to the slug we have in the book model. So we're gonna say books as object as declared slug equal to slug. So this slug I declared here is called this. It could be called any name. Instead I could say book as object as get slug equal word. We call any name. So I'm gonna return an HTML page, return render, let's say request, I'm gonna say book detail book.html. So I'm gonna pass in the context. I'm gonna put in book equals to the book we have there. So save. So now I'm gonna create in this book detail.html file, copy the source code, and get ready for that. So I'm gonna pause the video and to do this as I've been doing for other templates. Okay, now the book detail template is now ready. It's ready. Before I proceed, I need to create the URL for this for the function called book detail. I need to create the URL mapping for this function. So get down to URL.py. So I'm gonna just put comma. Just say copy this, paste here. Just say slash. I'm gonna say book. Changes to book slash. Changes to say str slug. Okay, we can say by slug also. I'm gonna say book detail, the function name, book detail. I'm gonna call this book detail also, the unique URL mapping, book detail. So copy, so save your work and get down to the, so you can get down to any of the templates. So I'm gonna go down to all books.html. So all books.html, you see, so where we have this image link, if you check carefully, you can see it's inside this A tag. It's inside the A tag, and the A tag helps to hold the link. For example, each, how will I say this now? I can say, okay, okay. For example, something like this. On this page now, you can see this image. Each image you see here are all enclosed inside the A tag. Why did I do it like that? So that I can able to add links to them. Understand? So I said earlier. So you can see this A tag here. So I'm gonna go over there now and put in that dynamic URL to the 2% sign. Say URL. Gonna paste that now. Oh no, should be book detail rather. Should be book detail. Book detail. Gonna be book.slug. Book.slug. Yes, okay. Save now. So after I've done that, yeah. So save after this. Okay, save your work. So let's come down to the page, refresh the page. So get onto any of the books. So click on the Trevor's Not on a Crime. Oh, it isn't working. Okay, I also need to put in down my dynamic URL on this book link. So I can be able to access the allbook.html page. So get down to the base.html. Here I have the book link, which is over here. This is it. So let me check out the dynamic URL. I gave it all books. That should be, I said all books. Where's the book link again? Okay, now save your work and let's see. So save, refresh the page, click on all books. Okay, now we'll be able to access all books now. So click on Trevor Noah. Oh, there's a problem. Main books is not defined. That should be. So I'm going to check out where we have that problem. Okay, it says here name books is not defined, and the books is from over here, books.object.get. Okay, sure, from our views.by, it should not be books, it is rather called book, and not books. So save. So refresh the page. It's taking time to load. Refresh, click again, try again. What's going on? It is now reloaded. Okay, click on books. So let's click on Trevor Noah. Okay, you can see Trevor Noah's Born a Crime. You can see from the URL we have books. This book is from the prefix we have on the project URLs of Pi-Fi. Why this book/book? This book. Why the other book/born crime is from our apps URLs.py. You understand, from our apps URLs.py, which is this book slash the name of the book here. But I don't like the way it's clashing with the book that was that has always been prefixed. So I'm going to remove this book from here. So save. Let's see how it goes again. So refresh. Okay, so remove one of the book. Remove the book. We don't need it. Oh, no. So 1 so 8. Let's say slash on. Okay, so click on books. Click on Chinua Achebe's. You can see now we have book/arrow of God. You can see it's working. What is left now is that we've not yet placed our context on the HTML template. So let's go place our context on the HTML template. Okay, here is the book detail.html, which we are going to pass up the book on this book 2. From here you can see this book is going to be passed into this HTML file. So let's pass the book items there. So yeah, we're going to say book.style. So okay, yeah, we're going to say up here, we're going to say book.cover image, which is the image. Book.cover image .url. So for here also I'm going to give the name of the book here. Say book.title. Yeah, book.author. Book.author. And over here book.summary. Book.summary. So save. Save to refresh the page. Okay, you can see arrow of God. Yep. So let's go add the base.html. So we're gonna extend from it. So I don't need to repeat this. I'm gonna just copy and paste from an already done made one. So we're gonna simply do just copy up, Ctrl C, come down here and paste, Ctrl V, change this to book detail. Yep. So after I've done this, so we're gonna end this particular block. This block content, gonna end it over here. Say end block. End block. So save. Refresh the page. Okay, nice, looking good. So what we have left now is to work on the related books to Chinua Achebe's Arrow of God. So we need to work on the related book of this particular book we have here. We need to work on the similar books of Arrow of God. So let's do that right now. Now let's work on books similar to a particular book. For example, if I click on fiction, I want to get the book similar to Half of a Yellow Sun, just underneath this Half of a Yellow Sun I have here, something like this. So click on how to reference and influence people. Okay, so let me just log in. Let me just put on something. I want to show you something. So log in. Drunk. Okay, logged in now. So I want to build this particular section where I'm going to get similar books to the said book we have on top here. So let's build that. Once we apply that also on our current projects. So let's go do that right now. So I'm going to get down to my views.py. Yep. So I'm going to create a variable called similar books. You can call this anything. So similar books should be equal to book.objects filter. You want to filter through the general, through the book general. Instead through the book general. Sorry, through the book category. So let me show you something from the models.py. So you can see we want to filter through the book category which we have here, and this category attribute points to this category model we have here. Understand? So we're gonna say underscore name. We are accessing the name. So once we access this name attributes under the category model from here. So we're gonna say underscore to the underscore we're gonna access the name attributes in the category model itself. So I'm saying book.objects.filter category underscore name underscore starts with equal to the genre of this particular book we have on top. So we are trying to field. So we are trying to get a set of books that are similar. We are trying to get we are trying to get a set of books whose category are similar to this book we have on top here. But I have but so how are we gonna do this now? I will simply say category underscore underscore name underscore underscore starts, which means that the category name starts with the name of this book category. I'm gonna say book dot category. So this book we have here refers to the book we have on top, you understand? But this is not gonna work. Why do I say so? What if you are picking a book that falls under the category of this book and a category of and it falls under the category of this book and a different category. For example, let's assume we picked a book that falls under fiction, whereby the category of this book on top here is fiction, and the book also falls under biography. It's not going to work, right? It's not going to work because Django will not know how to like differentiate. It's not going to know the one to pick, because in my models I declared the category fields to be a many to many field, whereby the category is going to have plenty books under it, and books are also going to have different categories, plenty categories of their choice. You understand? So to prevent that collision, I'm simply going to define a variable on top. I'm going to simply define a variable called book category. It could be called anything. Book category should be equal to book. This book we have here refers to this book up here, refers to book dot category dot first. It could be first or second. First means that the first category, okay, just puts it here, just changes from book dot category to book category underscore category. So save your work now. So I'm gonna put this inside of our context, similar books. Going down to similar books. So save. So now we're gonna put this in our context. Before I do that, I need to copy the source code for that. So just copy this, copy. So go down to our code and paste it inside the book detail.html. Just underneath, just move up, just here, paste it there. So yes, it's pasted already. So now we're gonna simply write a for loop. I'm gonna say for similar book in similar books. These similar books I have here, you know where I got it from? Our views.py, which is here, which is this. Okay, that should be a book detail. Okay, for similar book in similar books. Oh, made a mistake. So Control X should be in between the percent sign. So save. So I'm gonna put an N4 just here. N4, yeah, just there. So save work. So I'm gonna simply say book quotes double curly braces, and it says similar book dot cover image dot url. So save your work and let's see if it works. So refresh the page. Nice. You can see we have books similar to half of a Yellow Sun. We have them Americana, Hour of God, Oliver Twist, and so on. So yep, so it's working. Okay, so I also need to add the link to each of these books, whereby I can also access their detail page from here. So I have the link up in my, let's say I have a link in where is it called? All books.html. Okay, it's there. Just copy this link, Ctrl C, come over to your bookdetail.html and paste it just here. Ctrl V. So okay, save your work. Refresh the page. So let's click on Chinua Achebe. Oh, it didn't work. What's it? It didn't work. What's wrong? Book detail, book the slug. So save your work once more. Should have worked. Click on Americana. Oh no. Okay, it should be not. It should not be book. It should be similar book. Yes, similar book. Similar book. So save your work. Refresh. Click on Chinua Achebe. Okay, so it's working now. So now I think our page is looking good. Books. We can access each. You can access the detail pages. We can paste. Okay, that's good now. So we'll be able to build. We'll be able to work on the categorical detail page and also on the book detail page in this episode. Hope you enjoyed the video. I really hope you do. So thank you for watching thus far. So I'll be really glad if you subscribe to my channel. Please share this video and smash the like button till we meet in the next video. Have a wonderful day. Stay blessed and bye bye.